Hello everybody and welcome to the week 3 overview video. This week will run from July 1st to July 7th. Now remember, Independence Day, July 4th is in there, so you may want to work around that. Okay, so the objectives and outcomes and the checklists and the overview are here. The Townsend Press learning components, there are 3 chapters this week. Chapter 4 and then chapter 7 and 8. Yes, I'm skipping around because chapter 7 and 8 contain parts of compare and contrast, and that's what this essay is. So by me saying that, hopefully you'll finish the compare and contrast part here before you attempt to come down and write your essay. Come down meaning the essay's here, the prompt. So if you take a look here, I'm going to actually just go over to Townsend Press and talk about these. So obviously if you click here, the assignment's there. So this one states that there are no mastery or alternative mastery tests for Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is just basically the overview of the writing process. So you're only going to use exercises 1 through 3. And remember, exercises you can do over and over and over and get 100. Make sure you do those because some of the others, like the mastery test, can be a little more difficult. So let me go over here, Townsend Press. Click on the book. Oops. So let's take a look at chapter 4. So you'll have the lesson there. Make sure you watch that. Watch it. It's a PowerPoint. It's very clear. And then exercise 1, 2, and 3. Notice that they're due by July 7th at 11:55. It doesn't allow me to do 11:59, so 11:55. And then chapter 7 and chapter 8. These are the same exercises. So complete the lesson. And remember, I have a video embedded in the actual lesson page on Canvas, in Canvas. So exercise 1 and 2, again, do those over and over. Mastery 1, 2, 3, and 4 will count. Alternative mastery tests 1, 2, 3, and 4, these are optional now. Before I counted 1 and 2 for week 1 and 2. Now I'm not going to count them at all. These are optional. So go ahead and practice with those if you want to before you take the mastery test 1, 2, and 3, 4. So it's the same for chapter 8. Exercises 1, 2, 3. Will count. Mastery test 1, 2, 3, 4 will count for a grade. The alternate mastery test will be optional only. So try them. If you get a 20, who cares? It's not going to affect your grade. Let's go back to the module. Okay, so then you have an essay quiz, formal and informal writing hints. Make sure you use that. I noticed some students were using I think and I believe in their discussion boards last week. That's okay, but don't do it anymore. It's not necessary. I want you to write in a really formal way. Do not use you. That is highly informal. Okay, and you can see that in there. And then Cageburg, one quiz this week. These are all due Sunday, July 7th. The essay I'm going to come back to. And then here, optional rewrite. So last week you did your first formal discussion board for me. So if you go ahead and correct it, make the changes, I will give you points for it. So let's say that last week's week 2, you got an 50. Maybe you just made some really bad errors. But obviously, I've given you feedback. I want you to take that feedback and then retype based on the feedback I gave you a new discussion board. And you're going to place it here. Excuse me. And so if you say you had a 50 on week 2 and then you get a 90 on the rewrite, that's a 140 divided by 2. You've gone to a 70. So you got a C rather than a 50. This is optional. If you did well and you don't want to do the rewrite, don't. But this is due July 5th, and it will close July 5th. I'm not taking any late for here because this is optional. This is to help you. So, okay, again, if you don't do it, it's not going to hurt you. Let me go back. The last part I wanted to talk about is the essay. So the prompt is here. Here's an example of a student who did the essay last semester. Helpful writing hints. Essay 1, thesis feedback. You have to have this sent to me by July 4th. And there's a video in there that specifically talks about this. This is feedback. If you don't give me this by July 4th, I'm going to deduct points. If you don't give this to me by July 7th, when the essay is due, I won't grade the essay. So make sure you have that in. Let's take a look at the prompt. The prompt has its own video that goes in depth. So again, this essay will be due Sunday, July 7th. Notice it says English 110, Summer 23. I know you're in English 105. My 110 and my 105 courses are the same again, except 105 has a few more steps they have to complete. So watch this video. Do not use the dates in the video. Refer to July 7th. Okay, and I think you'll be good. Let me just get out of here, make sure. Agenda, quizzes, Townsend Press, quizzes, the prompt. The articles are here. You will notice that these are the three articles you'll read to complete the essay, and then the optional week 2 discussion board optional. It is optional. Okay, everybody. Good luck. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care.